Hello and welcome to the second stop of our grand tour of Finland. We stayed in Vaasa. Vaasa was a great starting point to explore the Kvarken Archipelago in the north half of the Gulf of Bothnia in the Baltic Sea. I will give you some information about our visit at the end of the video. Ukko, the sky god of the Kalevala, was still in a bit of a mood, but we got in the car and went to the island of Replot anyway. This bridge replaced the old ferry service. The Replot Bridge is over 1 kilometer long and it is the second longest bridge in Finland. The bridge was opened in 1997 in a grand ceremony by the President of Finland. But in true Finnish spirit, some people argued that a ferry service is cheaper and would do the job just fine, and the bridge is unnecessary and expensive. Nonetheless, it is an impressive bridge. It may mean little to you, but the sea of my childhood is the Mediterranean, and ice on the sea is the stuff of legend, so I had to go and have a closer look. My little camera could not pick up the sound above the wind noise, but I could hear the ice being churned by the currents and the waves. It sounded a bit like being inside the biggest slush puppy or slushy machine in the world. We are driving through Replot to the island of Bergö towards Svedjehamn. But I cannot go past Replot without mentioning that Replot has its own sea monster. The great serpent roams quietly in the waters, but occasionally it likes to slither its way onto the beach and create panic among the hard-working fishermen. The great sea serpent doesn't care for people very much, but it can get irritated with the fishing boats. Fishermen notice something moving in the water by the side of their boat. Slowly the 20-meter-long serpent uncoils, turns and twists. It circles the boat, then dives under it. The fishermen hear it hissing. Then they watch in disbelief as a huge round head emerges from the water. The giant serpent hisses again and opens up its jaws, and huge fangs like jagged knives gleam in the cold light. After a number of sightings, the monster was given a scientific name, Confusarius maris Baltici. This is fake Latin and, in my opinion, a joke name, used to suggest that the monster might have been spotted after a glass too many. We drove to the small harbour in Svedjehamn. These days the area is mainly used for leisure, fishing, nature walks, bird watching, and there is a camping site. Due to the land uplift, this small harbour is accessible only by small boats. The archipelago is constantly changing because of the land uplift. After the last ice age, the land began to rise. During the Ice Age, the Earth's crust was depressed by the weight of the ice, which was about 2 kilometers thick. In this area, when the ice melted about 10,500 years ago, the land began to rise at about 10 centimeters per year. The land is still rising at about 1 centimeter a year. This is called the post-glacial rebound and continues to shape the landscape. Islands get bigger as more land rises above the water. New little islands and rock outcrops begin to emerge. The rebound makes some old ports unusable. In my previous video I showed you Old Rauma. The town grew around the harbour, but due to the land uplift the town is now 1.5 kilometers away from the seashore. Another unique natural feature are the moraine ridges. The Geer moraines were built by the streams under the ice. These streams moved sand, gravel and rocks, and over time these materials get stuck and built up into ridges. The Geer is the name of the Swedish geologist that correctly identified the phenomenon and linked it to the ice retreating at the end of the last ice age. Some of the moraines are easy to spot, others are hidden under lichens, birches, grasses and small bushes. On our drive about, we got on the car ferry Vikare. The crossing is just about 1 kilometer long. The Vikare has been going up and down this stretch of water since 2023. The ferry connection to Bergö was introduced in 1962, but back then the ferry went Bergö to Vasa 3 times a week. These days the Vikare crosses the Söderströmmen Strait about 38 times a day, every day. One of the old names for Bergö is Bergö Gadarn, or the Fangs of Bergö. The name suggests that quite a few ships made a watery end around the island. The effects of post-glacial rebound are everywhere. Originally Bergö was 4 separate islands that merged over time due to the post-glacial rebound. And around you can see how the retreating ice age shaped the land. You can easily spot boulders and rocks on the edge of gardens, the road and in the forest, and there is sand and gravel under your feet. We stopped here. The supermarket has a dedicated area where you can have a coffee, sit and read a paper, or do a bit of doom scrolling. And there is a toilet for customers. It has everything you need to make you feel better on a grey afternoon. And now, for the first time ever on this grand tour of Finland, may I introduce you to the wonderful Finnish sun. I'm on the grounds of the Scandic Vaskia Hotel on the island of Vaskiluoto in Vaasa. The bridge and the ferry and all the roads we travelled are free, no tolls or vignette required. We got a good deal on the Scandic Vaskia on booking.com. It is a good hotel, clean and comfortable, and our room had some lovely views over the bay. The following morning we left for Kemijärvi in Lapland, and in my next video there'll be frozen lakes and snow, as we will be in the Arctic Circle. It's cold. It's really cold. It's very pretty as well. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. That helps a lot. Once again, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.